Okay, so day one of not vibe coding, the C++ project, and so just a quick recap of what I've done so far. It's been a while since I've worked on this project, but over the past 2 weeks or so, I've been slowly diving back into C++. Um, I've done C++ throughout my undergrad, and now that I am in the industry working in tech, um, basically just inundated by all the AI coding that's been going on. Um, so not that I'm tired of seeing the vibe coding, but I am tired of um, just doing it day to day. Um, so that is what we've got set up here. Um, I'm basically just doing this for fun. Um, and I've done all the vibe coding and stuff for the past couple of months. When I started my job, but also when I'm working on side projects, I find myself um, just reaching for AI, and I want to be able to, code stuff by hand for fun. So let me see if there's a easy way to pull up my chat here. So there's an easy way to pull it up. I don't think so. Um, let's do this. Just do this, and then I'm gonna do this for YouTube. I've got to find a better way to do this. So can I do this maybe? Uh, should have probably done this before I started the stream, but that's fine. Let's do this. This is fine. Okay. I guess that's fine. Okay. So, what I've got currently so far is basically the whole premise of this project is to um, do all the data structures and algorithm stuff, all the basic things that I did in undergrad. So everything from memory management, object-oriented programming, um, because I feel like I really sped ran through all of it during my undergrad. I graduated this past semester, so I started undergrad when AI was basically not a thing, and so I fortunately was very lucky to um, not be too reliant on it. But like I said before, as I started to get into the industry, I found myself reaching for AI a lot. So, but again, back to the project. It is basically a CLI game, and so the whole premise of it is, I think it's just better to show rather than tell. So let me do this. Uh, it's fine. Backslash algoquest. Um, Basically, we are going to be navigating a grid. So let me go ahead and actually change my variables here. So let's do this 5. So this make clean. And so we'll basically spawn in a grid with a player on it, and then there's random obstacles that are being placed so far, and there's different enemies that are going to spawn on this map, but basically we're going to be able to traverse through different maps with various data structures involved, and we're going to be able to kind of um, control a player. Player has an inventory, and then we're going to be able to fight mobs that appear on this grid. So honestly, pretty simple in terms of gameplay, but I'm not really focused on the gameplay itself, but more so can I actually code these data structures from scratch? So I am using AI a little bit, but it's just more so for the documentation and understanding C++ syntax and everything. So where did I leave off here? Let's see. Let's close all. So this is where you call to do. Okay, so it looks like the last thing I was doing was being able to move the player based on set of commands that we've parsed from the command line. And so all of the available commands I have right now is um, so we can move north, south, west, east. We're basically going to move this player icon up, down, left, right, and whatnot. So I was finishing the north direction. So let me pull up the this here. So we want to be able to move the player. And so if I want to move it north, then I need to be able to uh, be able to update the player index on the I've what I've essentially done basically as I've taken this 2D array that's visualized and I've mapped it out to a 1D array, and so the formula that I used for that is, let's try to find it here. Pair to index chords. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, what I've basically done is mapped this, mapped the 2D array out to a flat 1D array called chords, and then it's size rows times columns, and so it's gonna have 20 spots since my grid is gonna be 4 by 5. Um, so that's how big our coordinates grid is going to be. Um, so let me see here. So I have keeping track of the player state with this player index, which is um, how it'll map out onto the chords grid. But then I've also have player chords, which is just the XY pairing of where it is located on the grid. And I have it mapped out right now where um, 100 maps out to the player, and we're starting it off at 0, 0. So that makes sense. Well, the way I've printed the grid, basically 0, 0 will start off on the top left here. If I wanted to visualize it like how an actual XY coordinate plane works and if I have 0, 0 down here, I'd have to mess with the print function, but I just was lazy and I didn't want to think about how I would refactor my print grid function here, which is um, this right here. So yes, alpha 07V7U. I am live. Um, yeah, summon real for once. I mean, yeah, not that I'm counting on anyone to, um, not a recording. Yeah, I mean, most of the time, what actually inspired me to just hit the live stream button is I've been really taking an interest in a lot of the people that have been hand coding, and they just do like a simple YouTube Twitch stream, and so it's just them raw coding, nothing special. Um, but I appreciate you for stopping by, Alpha. Um, so let's go back here. So if I was if I'm trying to move north, so I why am I not popular? Um, Good question. Appreciate that, Alpha. I just saw the sub counter go up. I mean, I feel like how everyone's interested in computer science so far, and anyone in the industry, everything is just about AI this and AI that, and so I feel like the majority opinion is if it doesn't have anything to do with AI agents or the latest model, then it's just not going to get viewership. Um, but I mean, I just started streaming today, so I don't expect to be popular overnight. But that's a kind of a side goal of mine, of course, but nothing I'm too concerned about as my main priority here. So if I wanted to move north, yeah, I just use Cloud Code for all my coding, TBH. Yeah, um, at my current job, I started doing dev work there. I've kind of moved out of the technical role into a more non-technical role, but when I was doing software engineering stuff, yeah, I mean, we were just using Claude Code and Cursor all day to ship out features. I was, like I said before at the beginning of the stream, I I did my undergrad I started in fall of 2021, and I just graduated this past semester. So I think for me, I'm very fortunate that I was able to start doing all the computer sciencey stuff before AI was a thing. I'm pretty sure if I started, in 2023, 24, 25, 26, then I would have been cooked, I feel like. Just because, um, I don't know, I feel like it's super easy to be really reliant on this stuff in terms of all the AI agents and whatnot. To finish instructions smooth including using player chords and player index. So we want to be able to get the player index. Tokens that are being burned. Good luck, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Yeah, that's the only thing is, what stopped me from relying on AI too much is, like my company pays for AI subscriptions and everything, but of course for my side projects, I um, use my own subs. If I were to burn through my own subscriptions, then it's just like, dude, I'm not gonna be able to keep plowing away, and so I might as well just not be relying on it and just um, have the autonomy to move without AI. I don't know if that's the right way to say it. Not be too reliant on it. So if I wanted to player chords, um, so we have to convert to grid. Hmm. 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 So I'll get the player chords. Okay, so convert to grid. So I have to get my player index. So int new player index is equal to let's see. So actually what I want to do is thanks Alpha. Have a good one, man. So if I want to get the int player index is equal to int new player index is equal to move int new player index int I want to do this. So I have available a pair 2 index. So let me do this. Player coordinate new player new player chords is it coordinate new player chords is equal to player new player chords is equal to I'm like so slow. So so let's think about this first. So I need to get I already have the current player index from the constructor up top here. So I need to add it to do whenever I move the player though. What do I call move player? Execute command. So it would be in my commands, CPP. Should we check? So I only want to worry about just executing the command, but I need to be able to figure out figure out if you need to put error I'm checking here or in the grid or in the grid or in the grid or in the I need to worry about that later. Okay. So if I have to convert so I'm moving north. This would be move player up one column. So I just need to do player chords dot x that makes sense. Is that it? Do I need to do anything with the player index? I need to update the player index as well. Is equal to pair to index, and then I just pass in player chords dot x int player chords dot x, and then I'll just pass in there's probably a better way to do this, but this is fine for now. So in the south, I would move down one column. North, south, east, west. What am I changing here? So I'm changing the column now. Oh, chat's going. What up, Star RL? How you doing, man? Why aren't you vibe coding? I vibe coded a lot for my side projects just to land a job. So I find it entertaining for myself to just hand code everything. It's just simple as that. Okay, how are you? I am chilling. It's just finished off my workday. Doing some C++ coding. Haven't turned on the stream in a while. It's been like, um, yeah, I haven't been, I haven't turned on the stream since last August. Not even last August. Last year in November. Um, so I'm um, just I don't know, just having fun with it. Just decided to turn on the stream. You have final round interviews next week, so looking forward to that, I guess. Dude, fire, dude. Is it just for a internship, full time role, in software engineering, or any any other role? Love it, man. Yeah, man, I love it too. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think vibe coding is fun when you're trying to ship as fast as you can for profit. But at the moment, I just feel inundated by all of the AI stuff. So just trying to hand code everything. Full time suite, fire, dude. Is this your first one out of undergrad, or have you been in the industry for a while? So if I'm moving east, then I am moving right. So I'm incrementing my y instead. I feel like I'm writing spaghetti code right now, but in due time, I'll figure out a month from now if it's still readable, and if I don't like it, I'll change it. Fuck it, I guess. First out of undergrad, yeah, I graduated like 2 weeks ago. Dude, fire, dude. Yeah, I graduated mid May. So happy for you, man. It's I feel like for me at least, I feel like I've been in school for a while. I um started my undergrad in the fall of 21 and I just graduated in spring 26. So took an extra year, but there's honestly no rush. I feel like I was able to milk out my undergrad just by doing hella internships. North, south, east, west. This one would just be the opposite. I would be doing chords dot y minus equals 1 player index. Player index is equal to pair to index, and then I'm just gonna pass it in again. Again, there's probably a better way to do this, but need this job though. The bank account be running dead. Dude, I feel it. I think for me, I could never not have a job, and so I think in between internships, I worked at a coffee shop as part time just to get my bag up in between while I apply for stuff. Holy fuck, hair's hella botched. Um, so I think that works. You got any tips for the interview? Um, I will say to preface, I have quite frank, I've a lot of the internships I've done were at startups, and they didn't really ask me any lead code questions, so I was very fortunate. But I will say what I have been seeing from some of my friends that have been making it in bigger companies, and also whatever what everyone else has been saying on the internet is, um, as long if I mean, what is I guess it's a final round interview. What have you done so far in terms of the interview process? Have you gotten like a take home project? Um, yeah, pretty. I think it assumed you've done a behavioral and a technical interview. I guess what's your kind of process look like so far? Got to skip a ton of stages because I had a recruiter put me through. I legit did an OA and that's it. Cool. Is this for a full stack web dev? I just assume because I feel like the majority of software engineering roles are just full stack web dev, obviously being able to use AI and everything. But if you made it all the way back in AWS, oh, you're a trooper, dude. Dude, I feel like I've done AWS for one project, but I just felt like, and I had capital to like be able to spend money on getting AWS infrastructure set up. But I just feel like, how am I supposed to get project experience when I'm getting charged for AWS on some like um on like a what did I work on? I think I I think I dead ass just do not like using AWS doing backend for work. That's actually fire. No, not like using AWS just backend working for AWS. I meant yeah. Okay, okay. Um, but yeah, I was like, how do I get backend AWS experience if I need to pay for all of this stuff? It's like I'm using AWS for like a glorified to do app. But anyways, now I'd say for you, something I've been seeing a lot on the internet, scrolling through Reddit, which is like a bad habit of mine, is um, if it's a kind of technical interview, they will sit you down in a code base, and they want you to design XYZ system using AI correctly. How they define using AI correctly, I'm not sure, but I'd say um, as long as you have a grasp on system design and you're able to discern why you made that technical decision when you're coding, then that's good. Um, as for the behavioral part, I've always been the type where I'm not like the best at coding, but my believe it or not, I feel like I feel like I'm the personality hire. um, I feel like my way of communicating compensates for my level of skill when it comes to coding and programming. But I mean, as long as you're personable, able to communicate effectively um, about the decisions you made for your assessment, then I think you'll do fine. I know that's very general advice, but um, I haven't been through a proper um, interview process before. My programming skills is ass. No idea however I made this far. No, dude, I feel like the imposter syndrome never ends. I feel like corporate work, being interviewing for a corporate role especially, is just, it feels like you're picking balls out of a bag and you're like, which color am I gonna get? Red being I didn't get the job, or green I got the job. It's just like you're going in blind with your eyes closed and you're just picking balls from a sack and you're like, did I make it or did I not make it? But I feel like not even the corporate, that's how trying to land a job is right now. But yeah, I'd say as yo, what up, Aiden? Yo, holy word. No, yeah, dude, I just be coding shit now. I don't even be playing games that much. Dude, I heard you were getting your master's. How is that shit? Um, but yeah, I'd say as generic as the advice I gave out, actually, let me see here. Am I able to? How do careers look like? Code me some League of Legends too. Pretty much same as undergrad, just harder classes. Yeah, that's fire. No, yeah, I thought about. No, I didn't even think about it. I told myself that I would not go get my master's because I feel like a master's in CS. Um, I feel like I'm better off just getting lucky, getting lucky and getting a connection for a job, get the hookup, or just grinding out projects and then just fucking recording, doing social media, and then just getting seen that way. Um, okay, let's see here. According to Gemini, prompt strategy, system scale slash realism. He was thinking about the same thing. He's about to be done, but he thinks Master Swim Unity won't be too helpful. I mean, it. I'd say if he didn't land an internship or any experience during undergrad, then I'd say F it. I would go do masters, but I would still try to land an internship just because companies see that you're still in school, and so obviously they will give you that opportunity versus a fresh graduate that doesn't have any experience. Because at least with a master's, you can still get an internship. I feel like. He had Google. What the fuck? You guys are always so cracked. What the hell? Oh my god, that's actually so cracked, bro. Google is nuts. What the fuck? How did he like it? Did you honor them as nice as fuck? What did he end up doing? Like, I don't know if he signed an NDA, but I've always wondered what kind of projects you do um as a Google intern. That's actually so fire though, dude. Congrats to him. Nah, he chilling. Honestly, if he got Google, then wait. Let me know. Is your brother looking for an internship right now? He graduated with me, right? Tell me something related to ads. I don't know the specific, but that's actually so cool. That's actually like, what do people say nowadays? Like, aura farming? Fuck, I don't even. Dude, I'm not even on social media anymore. I barely am. This is last semester, I think. Okay, if he's looking for an internship, let me know because I can low key plug him. Um, yeah, I can low key plug him. My company right now for a company. Let's look at AI. Tell him to if he's interested, tell him to text me. My phone's fucked right now because I got my iMessage got banned from texting hella people from work. Um, but yeah, give him my number if he's interested, and then I could low key plug him. Okay, once I move the player, I need to print the grid. Fuck. I need to test this out. So where would I print it then? So if I'm executing the command, it would probably be in here. It's just whenever. I mean, I don't even know if I'm supposed to be saying this, but even though it is an internship, he will become an integral part of the team where he has the opportunity to, if he performs, of course, which I know your brother's cracked and everything, which I have no doubt he will perform. Since he's just graduating this upcoming semester, then there's always a possibility to either extend the internship or um, what's it called? Um, Become full time, of course, or maybe let's just say for the internship, he's only working 20 hours, right? He can go to 40 hours. Like, we do offer that. We're not like a Google where you intern for 12 weeks and you never hear from them again. Um, what's it called? I don't even know. We will execute command. We will yeah, we will make sure he obviously if he's hella good, like why, like it doesn't make sense to a company, like if he's hella good, why would we like tell him to go off and go find another internship, right? So that's kind of our philosophy. um, okay, I'm scared this shit's gonna break, but we'll see. Oh wait, I'm missing something. uh, okay, I'm gonna set my obstacles to 0. Isaiah, he graduated too. Yeah, he's actually applying to PT school right now, so he's hella chilling. He's just applying to different PT schools. I know he applied for one in Hawaii. Also, oh, I'm like stupid. I just like, let's do this. I just realized my Twitch was on the wrong category and title too. Whatever. Okay, I just switched it. Okay. Um, but yeah, he's chilling. He applied to Hawaii school in Hawaii. And then also UNLV, of course, and then what's it called? He working at 7 Leaves right now. But let's see. So I need to print. So I switch the. Does it matter where we put it? Uh, oh shoot. Hmm. Set to 0 since player left the spot. Chords player index at 0 equals 0. And then we have to say. Alright, Nacho Lozano said, bro, just vibe code. You're going to get more viewers. This is like the Stone Age. Vibe coding not fun though, and I don't really care about viewers, so I mean, that's that. Blackened bacon. AI viewers stream boot up. Bro, that's gotta be like a. It's gotta be like a. It's gotta be like a weird site or some shit, if you know what I mean. It's different. Okay, at least it's something different from the rest. Yeah, I mean, it's just like. I feel like at a certain point, AI is just going to be another tool in a dev's toolkit where it's there and it's there to help, but it's no different than just going on the Stack Overflow and just googling stuff, right? Like if you actually want to make shit that scales, if you're a business owner, one, you do all the scaffolding yourself, um, get revenue, and then hire someone else to fix it for you, um, or you actually learn how to code and scale that up, and you don't have to hire anyone else, right? That's my opinion, though. Well, I hope that works. Am I tripping? No return statement. Take current index and convert to. Did I actually use convert to grid at all in here? Like, do I actually need it anywhere? Why did I create this? So I'm taking an index, the row and the column, and I'm getting back the fuck? I mean, I mean, whatever. Moves command was typed segmentation fault. It's not good. Okay. Set the breakpoint there. Go into the debugger. And then step over, continue. Step over. Move south. Oh shit. Step out. Oh, where did I get that player index? Fuck. Move player. Sorry, I just got to your message now, Aiden. So we code in TypeScript. So yeah, Next.js TypeScript for front end. Back end is trigger.dev. It's a website, so so this is our tech stack. So super Next.js TypeScript plus Tailwind the front end plus trigger.dev plus Superbase, and for cell. So all of this for the front end, Supabase for the back end, and auth, trigger.dev for our AI stuff. All of our AI workflows live on here. And then we're deployed all on Vercel, which is like used by every other AI startup right now. Where the fuck is move player called? I got you. How do we get to this point? Pair to index. Oh, I'm like stupid. I'm like redeclaring it. Holy shit. Fuck, we're moving south. Look at that shit. Oh my god. Exit. Okay. So move south. So move west. Or move east should move you back here. Move east. Move east. Move east. Move north. Move south. Move south. Move west. Move west. That's actually fire. Okay. What can I do to clean this up then? Oh, that's fine. So do we need to figure out if you need to put bounds checking? Should I do... I guess I should let commands... I should let commands do the bound checking because I don't... I would want to check... Yeah, I probably want to do the bounds checking here. But then I should probably... if I were to do it in grid though... I should I should I get the player index here and then have commands call it? Yeah, it's fine. I'll just do that. Um, int get player index const, and then down here I'll have int grid get player int. How do I do it here? Int grid get player index const, and then I just want to return player index. And then after that, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use this to do It's funny because I've done more CS classes than ME during Masters so far. I had Intro to Machine Learning last fall, then Advanced Machine Learning this last split. It wasn't too bad because it wasn't fully coding, mainly that I was able to understand. No, dude, literally, I always struggled with the math part, so I think that's why I never got into ML. Like actually making the machine language model itself. For me, I was always more interested in how we use the trained model to use different tools of the computer, right? So, I mean, with AI agents, like if I were to spin up uh, Claude here, like Claude has access to, it can edit files, read file directories and such. So I'm more concerned about that in terms of AI engineering. But dude, I think if you have a good baseline and a good foundation of math and probability and statistics and whatnot, then picking up coding is honestly not too bad. Let's see. Okay, that's good. Okay, I smurfed on this. No, I don't know her. I think she must be new. I feel like the CS department is always just cycling through different um, different professors. Not low genuinely. I think coding on the side, if you have time, it's super rewarding and fun if you're deeply interested into it. Um, I feel like it would help you a lot in terms of ME just because of the problem solving aspect. But here let's do a Google search together. Um, if I was an ME major who is super cracked at coding, what jobs are out there? Since both could have the potential to cross proliferate each other. She's a CS graduate coordinator. I think she'd been here for a minute from what she told us. Ah, okay. That's the thing. I was low key not involved in like what was going on with like extracurriculars or like getting to know the CS department. So I was always out of loop with that. I was always doing other shit. Robotics engineering, it could be tough. Stuff with robotics. I think embedded systems. So embedded systems are just like microwaves, end user, end user examples. Yeah, thermostats, fitness trackers, digital watches, shit like that. I don't know. Low key code be fun. Low key code be fun. Yeah, actually taking a semester mechatronics class with one of the profs I know was my senior design advisor. Dude, UNLV is like actually cracked. Um, for the research and the I feel like the faculty isn't too bad, but um for what UNLV is, it's pretty cheap and it's pretty good. I know you were able to go through school without having to not worry about the financial part, but I mean I think UNLV is just good bang for your buck. Honestly. I'm just gonna commit this and just call it a night. I did Python, but it's kind of similar to MATLAB, so it wasn't bad actually. Just like a scenario whenever I don't have the task extension right, it would. Yeah, ChatGPT loves Python and JavaScript and all the easier languages. Yeah, I like Python. I just like with C++, and I think Yahir could relate. I just like shooting myself in the foot and understanding like the really low level. This isn't even low level. I think x86 syntax example. This is like low level machine. Like this is some low level shit. Like I don't know how I did this for one of the classes, but we had to write this shit. Oh, dude, I don't want this. The hell. We had to write that. So that was really interesting. Yeah, like C if I remember. Yeah, C++ and C like it's hard in its own way. My cursor bugging? Oh, it's just really slow. I need to know. Added functionality for a moving player with direction commands. No bounds. Cool. Well, I'm gonna turn the stream off, Aiden. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Expect to see some of this shit more later. Um, I got time on my hands now after I work. I literally all I do is go to work, go to the gym like 3 days a week and just like do this shit on the side for fun. So yes, sir. Yes, I will see you at a later time. Good night. Yes, I actually downloaded Valo, I think like a couple days ago, but I think I need to re-download League. But yeah, man, I'll hit you up. I'll text you. You'll see a green text message from me because, like I said, I fucked my iMessage. But yeah, man, I'll see you later.